This is your host, Dub FFG with the Fantasy Football GOAT Strategies. How's it going today? Today, we're going to talk about Week 7. Who cut the cheese? Let's get to it. First, let's recap Week 6. In Week 6, we had 10 picks, 8 correct, 10 incorrect. That's an 80% success rate, up 13% from the previous week. This is what we like to hear. Let's continue. Week 7 must start and sleepers. This is where you're going to cut through the cheese with DK Metcalf versus the Chargers, Trevor Lawrence versus the Giants. Yes, the Giants have been good, but Trevor Lawrence is playing at home. This is actually going to be probably a bigger upset than most. So look for Trevor Lawrence to have a good day versus the Giants. Kenneth Walker, he's hot, so keep him in your lineup for the Chargers. Ramondre Stevenson versus the Bears, yeah, he's hot too, so no need to bench him, keep him in the lineup. Alec Pierce, he's another hot one. He's going to be against the Titans. Keep him in the lineup, he's getting the targets. And the sleeper for the week, yeah, Dak Prescott, he's back. So he's the sleeper for the week versus the Lions. Why? Because he's not looking to come to just hand the ball off. No, he's looking to come sling it around. He's seen the success of Cooper Rush, he's hearing the buzz, and he wants to show and prove that he's still that quarterback and he wants to be that gunslinger in Dallas. Dak Prescott, he should have a big week. IDP and DST, we're looking at the Jets versus the Broncos. Yeah, those Jets. Those Jets have a defense now, and they're going against the Broncos, who, Russ, he's not cooking. Russ is being cooked. So look for Quentin Williams and those guys to get after Russell Wilson and put him down on the ground. Next, look at the Bucs versus the Panthers. Now, the Bucs defense are going against the Panthers offense that's in disarray. They just had a player they kicked off the field, then turned around and traded him the next day. So that offense is really in shambles. So the Bucs versus the Panthers, that should be a big day for them. Our stat combo for the week, Derek Carr and Josh Jacobs versus the Texans. Now, Carr and Jacobs aren't a wide receiver and quarterback duo. They're a running back and quarterback duo. So Jacobs does catch passes out of the backfield, but look for those two to have big days regardless. And cutting to the cheese even further. If you had a good draft, you should have your core intact. But if you didn't have a good draft, your core is in shambles. So to get it back intact or get it stable, trade your big name to get a big gain. You're halfway through the season, make the change. Go out on your shield versus going out in misery. That's the way you're going to have to cut through the cheese. That thick cheese that has you stuck. You're going to have to cut through it. I know you may have fallen in love or maybe married to those players in a fantasy perspective, but you're going to have to let them go. Get a 2-for-1, a 3-for-2, whatever you need to do to make your team more stable and winnable. Go out on your shield. And as I mentioned, Dak Prescott is back. And also Tua is back. So they're both going to be gunslinging the ball around the field. Dak is going to look to return to his form from the previous season. And Tua, in this game, he may hand off a little bit more earlier on in the game, or just this game in particular. But if this game is not his gunslinging game, it will definitely be the next. So either way, start those two, cut through the cheese, get your team where they need to be in this fantasy football season, because we're halfway through and you don't want to be left behind. Cut through the cheese. This is your host, Dub FFG. Hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, it's football season, and watch your favorite team with Sling TV. No contracts, all streaming. Watch your favorite program starting as low as $35 per month. Yeah, that's right, $35 per month. Click the link in the description and get started enjoying your favorite programs and watching your favorite team with Sling TV.